Has this ever been you?
Get shit on!
Well, you're not alone. And you're in the right place. Most people suck at taking banana in CS2. And you're probably the same. Let's go over your options. You can sit and wait for the CTs to throw some nades, which is actually not that bad of a strat, but if you don't throw any util after, then you're probably going to get shit on anyway. There is another option, of course.
Rush B.
But we all know how that ends. So first, let's go over timings. If you're CT and you have a good spawn, the best spawn, you can get there at about 1:44. Now, if you're on T side and your teammates have selected you with the honor of going first, you're going to be about here when you can see your first CT. That means you should have your gun out about at the barrels, about halfway up banana. It also means that you can hard peek the shit out of car and miss your first shot, and you should be fine. As long as you're not absolutely horrible. So if you are horrible, here, learn this smoke. It blocks the CT's vision, and it allows you to scale up banana slowly. Once it's up, there's this little cubby that you can stay in where it's not smoked off, and you can peek afterwards and probably get shit on. It also works to extinguish the CT molly, so if you're rushing in all smooth brain like, you can also use it for that. Now here's 3 ways to throw it. You can aim right here and W jump throw. You can go right here and regular jump throw. You can line up here and just throw it regularly. Highlight it's for. You can also go over here and W jump throw at the top of this. Now let's talk about flashes. Half-wall flashes are extremely important, and so it's very important that you know good ones. The best one I've found so far is aiming right here at this light and just throwing it regularly. It's going to blind all these positions, which basically just leaves out someone tucked right behind sandbags and anyone in that corner over there where this pillar's blocking it. The one issue with this is the CT has time to react as long as they're not an idiot. And so if that's a problem you're having, you can also aim at this light right here that's on the blank part of the wall. And just do a regular left click. This one won't blind your teammate, they don't have to turn. And it'll get these positions. It'll leave out some important positions, but the CT won't have any time to react if they're holding this angle, because it doesn't show over the wall, as you can see here. You can also throw self-flashes by aiming right here and releasing about there on the wall. When you do this, it goes into the cubby and won't blind you, but it will give the CTs plenty of audio cues and time to react, but it's just good to layer this flash with maybe another one. You can also do this, which is great, but also kind of hard to teach. You're just going to have to practice it a little, but you're basically aiming down there and underhanding it over. Now what if banana is smoked off? Maybe it's late in the round, and now you're worried about these positions here. CTs could be in here, so one way to do it is you can clear it out with a molly by aiming right here and just doing a regular jump throw. And This one's a little temperamental. Sometimes it works perfectly and clears out all spots, but worst case scenario, it's going to clear out mostly everything and scare them away. Now, also, if it's late in the round and CTs can already be car, you need to know flash to take banana back. The easiest way to do it is just to aim here when you're lined up on the rail here. You can just left click it. But honestly, this one kind of sucks because it doesn't blind them for very long. So you could do this as well. You could aim right here. You have to be up on the top there though. And this one can blind your teammates, so you got to make sure to tell them, hey, turn, don't get mad at me. And it'll blind them for a little longer, but the absolute best one that I've found is center yourself here in this box, aim at this tiny little thing here, and you're just going to do a regular jump throw. This will blind the CTs for the longest, and it shouldn't blind your teammates. It's also going to have a small added bonus that if anyone's here late in the round and they're looking about here, it should blind them. So if you have most banana, you're going to want to clear out these spots here. And if you ask a teammate to drop you a molly in this cubby, you can throw a pretty cool combo by aiming here at the top and then run throwing right here. This is going to clear out all positions, including the corner angle there on the left. And you can also throw them. Now if you've made it to this spot, you can aim between this pipe and the roof there and just left click, and it's going to burn out the top of sandbags and behind it as well. Now let's talk about CT smokes. You can smoke CT from near spawn by aiming at the top left of this and shift walking until you reach the horizontal line there. This is a quick way to do it, and it's good for rushes. You can also throw the most basic, well-known CT smoke by aiming right here in the middle of the V shape. But both of these smokes have a problem. They allow for the boost CT position to be uncovered, so let's fix that. This is the most well-known. You can go up here and aim a little bit to the right. This is going to bounce up and it's going to cover this position. But to be honest, it's kind of annoying. It's not very precise. You're just kind of supposed to move it to the right a little bit. So let's do this one instead. If you hold left and right click and you W jump throw right here, that's going to work every time. You can also do my personal favorite, which is to aim at this dot. It is just a dot. I can't really give you any other useful tips about memorizing it, but if you jump throw and hold left and right click, it's going to land up there, and once you get used to it, it's easy to do every single time. Now, if you're not absolutely brain dead, you can jump up here and you can look for this V, aim at the tip of it, and do a left and right click jump throw. Now, when you're smoking this coffin position, you just have to make sure this top part is covered so that they can't see you. And one way to do that is to aim over here at the left of the arrow, and you're gonna W jump throw. This is really easy to do, and it's easy to remember, and it covers all of it up. It's a really good smoke. You can also put yourself right here against the barrel, aim at this thingy, and do a left and right jump throw. It's gonna land over to the left a little, but as you can see here, it still covers up the CT's vision. They can't see you. Now, if you want to get a little bit more precise, you can aim right here, position yourself at the gas writing, position your crosshair in the middle of those, up towards the left part of this bulb, and you're going to stand up, and then you can just release, And the best part about this smoke in particular is it lands super quick compared to the other ones, so it's a good way to pop out on B. You can also do the same thing from up here. This one's not as quick, but it's just from this position. You can do a regular jump throw. This is a really good coffin smoke. Now, here's a couple bonus smokes you can throw. You can put yourself at barrels right here and aim about here on the wall. And you can do a regular jump throw, and this is going to cover off sight. It's going to allow you to scale. It's going to block off coffins here. You can peek into CT. You can clear this top boost position. Just a bunch of stuff. You can also go here on the barrels and aim at the eye. And if you do a regular jump throw, this is going to cut off CT vision deep. It's good for maybe if you're coming up banana late because you've been, you know, doing some shit on A, baiting your teammates, and you want to actually help. It's going to make them harder for them to enter church, and overall just secure your plant a little better. Now let's talk about mollies for clearing out all the rat fucks on B. You can aim right here on the right, and just left click. And this is going to burn out both sides of this second box here. So both oranges. You can also aim at either one of these vertically, and it's going to clear out that closest box to you, where a lot of CTs like to sit with an MP9 to ruin your day. For a new box molly, you're going to aim here and to the left of that little thingy, and it's going to burn out this position entirely. You can also aim here, right at the top of this barrel, and a W jump throw. And that can burn out coffins. Now if you've hit the jump, because you're actually decent at this game, you can also aim right here and jump throw. This is gonna molly out dark entirely. Now let's talk about flashes from banana. If you put yourself in the barrel right here and you aim where these two barrels meet and you just do a jump throw, this is a god flash for B site. And it's really good if your teammates are hugging that left wall, they won't be blind by it. And it's gonna blind almost every single angle on the B site. You can also aim right here at this plant while you're crouching, and you should practice this a bit. Make sure you got it down, because the point of it is it won't blind your teammates. And here's another way to do it with left-right jump throw. Now it will blind me there, but as my teammates are running up, it shouldn't blind them. And it will get this boost spot, which is really important. Now if you're up here, because again, you gotta remember, let's not be brain dead, you guys. We can do a simple jump. You can impress your teammates with this amazing flash. It's gonna go behind the pillar, and it won't blind them as they come up, but it'll blind most positions. I mean, like, fully blind them. So it's worth knowing. From this same spot, I wanted to show you a combo. You can throw that with left-right jump throw. If you have another smoke, if your teammate dropped it to you, you can do a jump throw here. And smoke off CT and coffins. And you can throw this flash, which won't blind your teammates as they run up. You can chuck a bunch over there. You can molly dark. And you can also nade into CT, either beforehand or, you know, before you execute. You can do this at any time. It's going to do like 50 HP to the CTs and really make their day horrible. Another bonus of this position, what makes it so good, is that the regular a lot of the regular car flashes that are thrown are actually blocked by this part of the roof, this little overhang here. And so you can hold this position and not have to worry about CTs pushing in with a flash. In fact, if you're up here, it'll actually sometimes reduce the amount of damage you take with a headshot. It's not very precise, but and it doesn't work all the time. It's not like a God mode shield or anything, but it'll work. And it at least throws them off. It's not a pre-fire angle. If you want to get more util drop to you, you can just mark here and ask your teammates to push themselves up against this wall and drop. And then the util will land on top. And you've got a bunch of util. You can use everything I've shown you and impress your teammates.